Welcome to our channel. Today, we have the following news. Liu Yuning's rise to fame is not as simple as you might think. Liu Yuning's rise to fame is far more complicated and emotional than what the audience sees on screen today. His success is not just a product of talent or luck, but also the outcome of years of hardship, determination, and a refusal to give up on his dreams. Unlike many celebrities who grew up with strong family support, Liu Yuning's childhood was marked by loss and instability. His father passed away when he was still very young, and his mother eventually remarried. As a result, Liu was raised by his grandparents in a tiny 40-square-meter home. The family relied mainly on his grandfather's meager pension. His grandmother tried to earn a bit of money doing odd jobs, but finances were always tight. Even as a child, Liu understood the family's struggles. He rarely asked for anything, even when he longed for it. There was only one exception: his dream of music. He once begged his grandmother to buy a tape recorder, which cost 300 yuan, an enormous expense for their household. But even after owning the radio, he didn't have any tapes of his own. Too embarrassed to ask for more money, he borrowed tapes from friends and relatives, just to listen to music. Academics were not his strength, and with the financial burden weighing heavily on him, Liu chose a more practical path. At just 16, he enrolled in vocational school to learn cooking. After graduating, he traveled all the way to Shenzhen, a bustling city in southern China, in hopes of earning money and supporting his family. His life there was far from glamorous. Liu worked at a restaurant where the owner provided food and lodging, but the salary was extremely low. Every day, he was in charge of washing vegetables, handling raw fish, cleaning greasy kitchen equipment, and performing the toughest and dirtiest tasks that others avoided. Yet even in those exhausting days, he did not give up music. When he finally received his first paycheck, only 200 yuan, he spent all of it on a guitar. He walked back to the dormitory still dressed in his chef uniform, holding his new instrument without even a case. A kind chef taught him a few simple chords, and those stolen moments with music became the happiest part of his life. However, 6 months into his work in Shenzhen, his health deteriorated drastically. The humid climate and constant bug bites left him with inflamed skin. Worse, the grueling work schedule damaged his lungs, and he was diagnosed with pneumothorax. He desperately needed hospitalization, but he only had 200 yuan, while the cost was over 3,000. Unable to afford treatment, he walked out of the hospital in silence. Seeing his situation, his boss paid for his medical expenses and urged him to return home to recover. But instead of bringing back savings, Liu returned with medical debt. Back in his hometown, he worked multiple jobs: waiter, clothing salesman, and at night, he sang in bars to keep his dream alive. There were moments when he had only 2 yuan left in his pocket. Yet he never once gave up. Everything changed in 2016 when short video platforms like Douyin began to boom. Liu Yuning posted singing videos online, and his voice began drawing attention. In just 4 years, from obscurity in 2016 to 2020, he transformed into a rising singer and actor. His first concert in Beijing in 2018 felt unreal to both him and his fans. The venue was full, glow sticks lit up the sky, and supporters even wore wedding dresses as a playful way of expressing loyalty. For Liu Yuning, it was a moment that proved his perseverance had not been in vain. People once mocked him as merely an internet celebrity, but his fans continued to prove how much they believed in him. At a major event like Weibo Night, while other stars had typical fan support, Liu's fans rented a whole row of Ferraris to show their pride. They even tried to rent a blimp but were denied permission. Ferraris became the alternative. Fame brought scrutiny. In 2023, paparazzi exposed his past marriage. Instead of hiding, Liu immediately went live to clarify. He admitted he was once married, confirmed he had no children, and publicly apologized for any distress caused. His honesty earned him admiration, and more than 70,000 new followers in just 2 hours. His grandfather once told him, "Hardships in life have a limit. If you endure them early, you will enjoy happiness later." Liu never forgot that. With his first acting earnings from the drama If I Were Young, he bought his grandfather a spacious 100-square-meter house with a yard so he could enjoy his elderly years comfortably. And in 2023, Liu Yuning finally received his first leading role, starring alongside Liu Shishi in the hit drama A Journey to Love. His performance won widespread recognition, marking a new peak in his career. From poverty and illness to fame and stability, Liu Yuning's journey is one of resilience, sincerity, and the courage to dream, no matter how far away that dream once seemed. Now, He no longer has to worry about money. But he never forgets where he came from.